The sunken city of Vineta long ago, along the Baltic Sea near what is now the German island of Euston, sailors and merchants whispered about a dazzling city called Vineta. It was said to be the greatest trading port in all of northern Europe, a place where cultures mixed. Ships arrived from distant lands and wealth flowed as easily as the tide. Medieval texts describe it as a metropolis larger and more advanced than any city in the region, filled with stone streets, tall white towers, and markets overflowing with goods from across the world. Over time, the legend paints Venata as a city that grew too proud of its own prosperity. Its people were said to be arrogant and indulgent, placing luxury and excess above humility or compassion. In some versions of the story, a wandering monk or a mysterious stranger arrived and tried to warn the citizens that their greed would lead to their downfall. According to these tales, the people mocked him, laughing as he left the city gates. The fall of Vineta comes suddenly and dramatically. One calm day, with no storm in sight, the sea began to tremble. Fishermen reported strange lights in the water and the sound of bells tolling from deep beneath the waves. As the story goes, the tide pulled back unnaturally far, and before anyone could understand what was happening, a massive surge of water rose and swallowed the entire city. The destruction was so swift and complete that not a single survivor was said to remain. Vineta, the jewel of the Baltic, vanished beneath the sea in a single night. But the legend doesn't end there. For centuries, people living along the Baltic coast have insisted that Vineta is not entirely gone. According to folklore, the city rises from the depths once every 100 years, often on Easter morning. Fishermen claim to have seen towers shimmering beneath the surface, or heard faint music and bells drifting up through the water. Some say the outline of Vineta appears like a mirage on the horizon before sinking again. The old belief warns that anyone who tries to take something from the risen city, whether a coin, a stone, or even a handful of sand, will be dragged under by the sea forever. Vineta can be seen but never touched. Historically, scholars believe the legend may be connected to real medieval trading centers, such as Wollin or Jomsborg, both of which were powerful and culturally diverse. The region has a long history of storms, shifting coastlines, and drowned settlements, all of which may have inspired the tale, but no definitive ruins of Vineta have ever been found, leaving the story suspended between history and myth. Today, Vineta remains one of Europe's most mysterious legends, a northern Atlantis, a warning about pride, and a reminder of the sea's power to create and destroy. Along the Baltic coast, locals still say that when the sea pulls back too far, or when the horizon glows strangely before dawn, it might be the old city stirring, reminding the world it's still down there beneath the waves.